And welcome to the Barry Foster Show, coming to you from the Ridge Floor Studios in the City of Charm, beautiful downtown Avon Park. Remember, if you have any thoughts, ideas, or suggestions, please put them in the comments below. We'll be glad to get back to you. It tells the almighty algorithm that you're listening and helps reach out to other places. And remember, like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a dime to subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button. That really helps. On the phone this morning, we're glad to have Wes Pyburn, the president and dictator for life for the Northwest American Association of the North American Association of Sod Slingers and Grass Racers. Did I get that right? It's been a long time.
It's close.
Good morning,
North American Society of Grass Racers and Sod Slingers.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This really started back at the Avon Park Airport back in just about the year 2000, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was somewhere around there. The mayor, they didn't really know what to do with the city dump that was on site. And so I think they decided to use the property for something positive instead of negative and built the racetrack there.
Yeah, it was, I remember Susan Benton, not the sheriff, but Susan and Brian Benton, two different Bentons. Tom Macklin, Joe Gillians, there was a whole bunch of them that got together. And originally it was a NASGRASS track, and it was a tri-oval, and it also had a drag strip there when they first started it back at the Avon Park Airport. Went on for almost 2 decades there in Avon Park until, due to conditions beyond your control, you relocated, and now we're out there at the Florida Flywheelers Park.
Yes, that's right. 7,000 Avon Park Cutoff Road out on the outskirts of Fort Meade on the Flywheelers grounds.
That was no small project, putting a whole new racetrack together out there.
No, as a matter of fact, we have such great volunteers. I can't talk enough about the family orientation and the help that our friends and racers and family puts together. It was April 15th when we took everything out of the Avon Park Mowerplex and began moving things to the Florida Flywheelers, and we actually opened in September, the second week in September of 22.
A monumental project. And how many truckloads of dirt did it take to make that track?
Well, we initially put 14 down and then did an additional 10 after that, and a few here and there between races. And we're about to put another 10 on it here soon, as soon as we get past the rainy season.
Well, the Flywheelers really helped out a lot too. They were all in for what you guys were doing out there.
They were, and they still are. They have been absolutely fantastic for us, and we hope we're just as good for them. The outflow of support from them has just been absolutely amazing.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the kinds of mowers that race out there? What kind of classes do you have for people who want to go lawnmower racing out there at the Florida Flywheelers Park?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's pretty neat. We're bringing back an old class called APs. That's going to be a new class this year. Looks like we're going to have 5 or 6 of those starting beginning of the season. And if you've ever seen the old antique little tiny Huffies, just have a really, really small deck. They're not much bigger than a battery powered 4-wheeler that you see kids riding around on. They're really small, but they are exciting. They got a lot of horsepower. They go really fast. They're on lawnmower tires, and they're running the 212 Predator motor. So it's pretty inexpensive of a class to get into, and they are just a lot of fun to watch.
Well, actually, you do start with a kids class. You got a couple of classes just for young people to race.
Yes, we do. We've got everything from mild to wild. The kids class starts out at about 22 miles an hour. They're all governed, and they have gear ratio rules and tire size rules. So they're all very even. Usually you can throw a blanket over them when they cross the finish line. They're all so close together. And it teaches them, how to drive, how to start the race, what all the flags mean, and, all the proper racing etiquette, teaching them right. And from there, they can just keep moving up with the same chassis. They move into Minimo Pro, which has a little bit taller gear rule. Everything's still governed, tire sizes, whatnot. And then from that, they can go to FX Novice, which opens the motor and the gear rule up completely. So, now they're running 35, 40 miles an hour.
So are these all four-purpose mowers, or are these lawnmower tractors that have had the decks off and are reconverted to go racing?
We have a mixture. The mini mow all the way up to FX Novice and FX Lite. They have to have a lawnmower hood, and they have to be front engines, but they are purposely built like a go-kart. They do resemble, they've got lawnmower hoods and fenders and whatnot on them, so they do resemble a lawnmower. And then we have our production chassis that you have to start with a lawnmower, and it's got to be pretty much stock. Those look like actual lawnmowers because they are. And we've got multiple classes for that. And then you move into our FXS and FXTs, and those are the wild ones that run up to 70 miles an hour. They are all purpose built, crazy, insane lawnmower engines. They're just they're pushing probably 60, 70 horsepower.
So are there certain brands of mowers that you see out there, Cub Cadets or Toros or Troy Builts? I mean, are there certain ones when you go down to the small engine repair you find guys are looking for because those are better and easier to convert to a racing lawnmower?
Yeah, a lot of the guys like the step-through chassis, the ones that are kind of common now that you see where you can step your foot through it to get on the machine. Other guys like the older box style chassis, that, it's not a step through chassis, but yeah, there's Troy Builts, there's Cub Cadets, there's Craftsmans, there's, you name it, they're out there a lot. Probably one of the most popular is the Murrays, the old Murrays. And, because they actually have frame rails, so it makes the build a little bit easier. Because they've got frame rails just like a car, so the chassis becomes a little bit easier to strengthen up and build it from that style platform.
Well, one of the nice things is that when I've been out there is that you'll always find a mower or two that's for sale. So if you're not necessarily a mechanic, a lawnmower fabricator, but you want to go racing, you can find a machine that's race ready to go right out there at the Florida Flywheelers Park during one of the races.
Oh yeah, they come up from time to time. Usually when they come up for sale, though, they sell pretty quickly. We've gotten so popular here recently that something comes up for sale and somebody grabs it, that night.
So Wes, let me ask you, are you expecting more mowers? I mean, you were averaging 35, 40 mowers for a race. Now that the economy is improving, are more people going racing?
Oh, absolutely. We have gone, I think we started around 30, 32 mowers at the beginning of this season when we reopened here at the Florida Flywheelers a couple of years, 3 years ago now. And we're going to start at 50 or maybe even 51, 52 machines this year.
That's incredible. Are they all from around here? Do they pull in to come racing from furthest points in the Sunshine State?
One of our new ones is from Ocala. They're coming in from all over the place. Fort Pierce, I think, Fort Lauderdale. There are, I think, one or two new guys that are from the area, but most of these are driving, 2, 3, 4 hours.
Now, NASGRASS races generally the second Saturday of each month. Are the rules the same? Are there other for-purpose lawnmower racing tracks where somebody can, if they want to race on other weekends, they can race here on the second weekend and go someplace the first or third or fourth?
Yeah, actually, I don't have the dates in front of me, but Chip Springer, one of our racers, he's been putting together a facility up in Callahan. It's a go-kart track, and it's way up there in North Florida, right outside of Jacksonville. But we're going to get up there soon. I haven't had a chance to get up there yet, but they are starting to run lawnmowers as well.
Now, you're going to race again this year, yes? Is that right?
Yes, I am. I'm going back to my old GP Twin.
Oh, is that right? And do you guys get sponsorship the way like a NASCAR or an IMSA car would have sponsorship? Do they have sponsorship for gas, tires, oil, that kind of thing?
Some of the guys do. Most of us just fund everything ourselves. Once you get into the machine, it's not too expensive to maintain it until you get up into the FXSs and FXTs. But generally speaking, you don't see a lot out there of sponsorships. But I can tell you, none of the racers would turn it down. That's for sure.
Well, I remember one time we were on the radio, and back in the old days when I was on terrestrial radio, I had a guy call in who was racing SCCA racing, and he was out there doing club racing. And I told him that, you could put a competitive mower on the track for about what it costs you for a set of tires for an actual sports car racing car.
Yeah, that's probably true. It's gained in popularity, and the prices of everything's gone up so much. It's the cost of lawnmower racing has gone way up as well. But generally, you can get into a pretty good machine for about $2,000.
Well, that's not bad at all for a season of racing. Let's talk a little bit about the fan experience, because you can go sit in the bleachers and watch, or you can go back in the pit area and see the mowers getting ready to go racing.
Yeah, you sure can. You got two options there. We have all revamped our grandstands, our bleachers. We've got two sets of bleachers. We've got picnic tables. We've got benches, all in the grandstand section. Food trucks. We're going to have 2 food trucks here this year. Barbecue truck and kind of I guess you could say like carnival food, fried pickles and crazy loaded fries and all that kind of stuff. So there's lots of things to do there. You can also, if you get there early enough, you can also bring in your truck or car and park along the fence and watch from the comfort of your own car.
I was going to say that you have the grandstands, but there seems down in turns 3 and 4 a whole cadre of people who either bring pickup trucks and back up and sit in the back of the bed, or just bring their lawn chairs out and watch from that vantage point.
Yep, that's true.
So the one thing about going back in the pits, and the thing that I always found interesting, is it's a real family affair. You see a lot of families that are racing, everything from kids all the way up to, dare I say the word grandpa? I'm a grandpa now. That you find families out there racing, and they're very willing to talk to you about what they're doing. It's a real friendly family atmosphere.
You do. You see entire families that race together. Dad races one, and the 2 kids race in their classes, or mom may race and the 2 kids, and the dad turns the wrenches, and it's extremely family oriented. The kids at one of my favorite things is as soon as the races are over, all the kids know not to go out onto the track until they ask one of the officials, and as soon as it's over, they come running over. Hey, can we go walk on the racetrack? So yeah, it's extremely family oriented, and the kids have a ball with it. They're not looking at their phones. They're learning mechanical skills and driving skills, and it's just a neat thing to see.
So your first race of the 2025-2026 season is coming up when? Second Saturday in September, yes?
Yep, that's September 13th at 6:00.
So if you want to come and see it, I mean, do you start with practice and qualifying? Or, I mean, what's a good time to get in there and find yourself a place in the bleachers or park down there with your lawn chairs?
Well, we open the gates at noon, so I mean, you're more than welcome to come out at 12 o'clock, and usually our food trucks are following in right behind that, and we'll kind of walk around, get the lay of the land. But typically, anytime past 5:30, you're not going to be able to park on the back stretch in your vehicle. You would have to walk in at that time, because normally we get normally around 5:15, 5:20. They close the drive-in gate, and it's just walk-in only because we get so full. But so I would say, come early for the practice, maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock. and you'll get a good spot and have a great night.
From what I'm seeing on social media, there is a lot of excitement about this first race of the season.
Oh, yes. Everybody is extremely excited. I haven't seen this high of morale in a very long time. Everybody is just on edge, waiting to get the season rolling. Because, last year we got hit with all those storms, and we didn't race. We didn't even start racing until November. So we're hoping that we can get the show on the road this year in September on the 13th.
Did it take much early prep back in August and in July, getting the track ready, guys coming out for work days, that kind of thing? Yeah,
we've had to do some. We've got a little work golf cart. We've had to do some work to get it back up in shape. A little bit of stuff to do on the trucks. Just some general maintenance stuff. We've got a work weekend coming up, as a matter of fact, to get the rest of the track ready this coming weekend. So we're hoping to get 10 or 15 guys, get everything mowed and weed eated, and we got some gates to adjust and some lights to adjust and that sort of thing to get ready for that upcoming race on the 13th.
Now, over the course of the years, I know that there have been a number of different documentaries and TV shows done about lawnmower racing. There are 4 or 5 done out there at the old Avon Park Mowerplex. One that was done about my good buddy Michael Graves, the 41X, that I've seen you posted again. But is there a new documentary being made? Is that right?
As a matter of fact, there is a really nice guy. He's got accepted into a film festival, and we're hoping that it makes it there. We're hoping that it comes out this week. So keep an eye on our website. It's NASGRASSFlorida.com. And as soon as that comes out, we'll be posting that. Same thing with our social media. It's NASGRASS at Flywheelers Park on Facebook.
A lot of those guys do a lot of their own videoing, and they have one of my favorites is the guy that has the camera mounted on his helmet as they go racing out there. You get a real driver's eye point of view of the track out there.
Yes, you do. The cameras are pretty neat. He did some neat things. And when he did the documentary, it was at our last race in May. We run from September to May, and it rained. And we had so many rainouts. As I said earlier, last season, we're like, nope, if it's not raining, we're racing. So it ended up being a mud fest. And he sent me a few clips of it. It's going to be a really good video.
It's an exciting sport. It's a fun sport, and it's a real family friendly sport. So people come out there, bring the kids out there because you serve no alcohol out there, right?
Right.
And so, there's none of that to worry about. It's a wonderful family get together to see this. Is there anything that NASGRASS needs? That if you could wave your magic wand, do you need a new water truck? Do you need anything that somebody out there might be? Hey, I can provide that.
Oh yeah, we could use a tractor and a lawnmower. I think somebody's working on getting one together for us. Hopefully that makes it through. We need volunteers is the biggest thing. Clay, we have to buy 8-10 loads of clay every year because the summertime it just washes away through the rainy season. So there's always things that we need help with maintenance on the track and mowing. Mowing is a huge deal. So there's plenty of things that we could definitely use.
So what kind of volunteers do you need? If you need somebody to watch the concession stand, you need people to watch the front gate, you need people with weed eaters to help. A lot of people find it humorous that you have to have a lawnmower to help mow the lawn racing facility. But what kind of things would folks have to do if they said, I wouldn't mind volunteering out there?
We could use another flagger. One of our corner workers starting to race again. And so we need a guy to fill in. And then for nationals, that's a 2-day event. We could use somebody, to step in to give a guy a break. We could use somebody in the registration shed for sure. and the mowing is just huge. It's probably 6 acres that we're on, so that's a lot of grass to keep up with. We do have a small riding lawnmower. It's like a commercial John Deere. But the mowing and the weed eating and the general maintenance, landscape maintenance there is astronomical. It's just a lot to take care of, and we've only got one guy right now that's trying to keep up with it, and he just desperately needs some more help.
How about scorers? Do you still need scorers out there?
We have got a fantastic scorer. Emily's doing a great job, but she's expecting, so we could use another one to train just in case she has the baby on a race day or something. But she's going to stick it out for as long as she can. We wish her the best. And I mean, it would be great to have another person who knows how to do it. Each position that we have as officials, it's always good to have somebody, trained up that if they get sick or can't make it or are on vacation or whatever, then, we've got somebody to fill in.
So if folks want to follow NASGRASS, is the best place to go to the NASGRASS website? You have a Facebook presence? You have Instagram? You have social media as well?
Oh, yes. We have the NASGRASSFlorida.com. We'll direct you. We'll give you lots of information. We keep it up to date. The schedule's there. The rules are there. If anybody wants to read into that a little bit more, there's some history there. There's some videos, and it also directs you to our Facebook page, which is NASGRASS at Florida Flywheelers Park, or at Flywheelers Park.
And Wes, let's say somebody is driving on Highway 27, and they may be coming down north out of Polk County. They may be coming south down out of Polk County. They may be coming north up out of Highlands County. What's the best way to get out to the Florida Flywheelers Park?
Oh, I'm trying to think of that road. I can't remember the name of it.
The Avon Park Cutoff Road?
Well, you could come in 98.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the easiest, because you come up 98 and then turn left onto Avon Park Cutoff Road. Okay,
and just follow it to 7,000 Avon Park Cutoff Road, and most everybody now either has a GPS in their car or on their phone, and it's easy to find. And you're going to open up September 13th. Gates open at noon. Racing starts at 6 p.m. Correct?
That is correct.
And you get out there and just tell them Barry sent you by. It's a lot of fun. Wes, best of luck to you and the guys and the gals out there. It is an equal opportunity sports. There's a lot of guys, a lot of gals racing out there as well. So we really appreciate all the stuff you do out there. It's good family fun entertainment.
Thank you very much, Barry. It's always good to be here, as always.
You've been listening to the Barry Foster Show, coming to you from the Ridge Floor Studios in the city of Charm, beautiful downtown Avon Park. If you have any thoughts, ideas, or suggestions, just put them in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe. That will help us out a lot. We appreciate you being with us as we continue to look for truth, justice, and the American way. This is Barry Foster, and we'll see you next time